I said I've changed now that I've realized that's the truth and I'm okay with it. But sometimes I'm like, I don't know. Say if I'm like really interested in a person and I know deep down he really doesn't care like what I do at all. It makes me a little sad because it's like, wow, like I have a lot more to speak about than, you know.
What do you do again?
I do marketing.
Marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you got a bachelor's degree?
Yeah.
Both of you went to Pepperdine, you said?
Yeah.
What did you get your bachelor's in?
I didn't get my bachelor's degree.
Oh, are you still working on it, or you on break, dropped out?
I guess break. Well, like my work endeavors are like the degree isn't really needed. So I've been gaining a lot more experience. But, you know, if I ever want to change paths, then I'll go back to school.
Okay. I mean, you're in marketing. You're also in marketing.
Yeah.
He's saying he spent all that time to get a bachelor's degree, and men don't even give a shit.
It's good for you, but like from a dating perspective.
I don't even know why I have it, honestly.
Yeah, they just like they just don't even give a shit.
No, you should look. You can get it for you, but like you have to understand that most men don't care.
I don't care.
In terms of like making you more attractive to them.
Yeah, now I completely realize that. I'm just saying, like, I have an issue with when you can tell when someone's genuinely disinterested, and like, for example, like, babe, how was your day? What was your day? I talk about I have meetings, this and this. You could tell when they don't care, you know? So it would be nice to just kind of pretend to care a little bit.
I think, honestly.
Yeah, but they don't care.
I don't care.
They don't care.
You might just be dating shitty guys.
Here, wait. Did you been to work recently? Friday? Were you last at work?
No.
Are you not working right now? Or?
I kind of like doing my own thing, so I kind of like make my own schedule.
Okay, pretend I'm your boyfriend. Complain to me about your job.
Oh, I used to do this a lot. I hate my job. I hate these people I work with. I need to leave.
Wow, babe. That was a great story. Anyways, can you go get me some water, please? Thank you.
Like, I would have people tell me, like, just quit.
But, okay,
Okay, then.
Actually, no. I want to approach this from a different angle, because if you have some interesting anecdote that happened at your job, me personally, look, I don't think I would, like, recoil from hearing your story about whatever happened. But bringing it back to kind of the central thing of, do men, like, does your job, does your hustle, does your ambition, does your educational achievement make you more attractive as a partner to men, broadly speaking? No.
No.
Yes.
Oh, you think yes?
Absolutely.
And you think yes. Mm-hmm. So your job makes you more attractive to men?
Yeah.
So I'm curious. So you're 22 now, right? So do you think, how far along, would you say you're where you're at? Would you say you're where you want to be in your career right now?
No, because I'm still just starting.
Do you think you'll be there at 30 or 35?
Definitely.
Maybe 40. You'll be further along at 40, right?
Well,
do you
even
think?
earlier than that, yeah.
Do you think you'll be more attractive to men at 40 than you are now?
Physically? Or are you talking
in
about
totality?
overall?
In totality.
Well, other 40.
Because you said that men care about your success, career, ambition.
That's what I've found. Like, whenever I tell someone my job, they're like, "That's
Let me
super
ask.
cool,
Okay,
it's more
here.
attractive."
Sorry, what's that?
They literally tell me, like, they think it's super attractive
That
that
you-
I am, like, working or
That your work. But what specifically do you tell them that you're doing?
what I
They just
told
find
you.
it attractive that you are
No, I tell
employed?
them, like, the steps that like, the things that I do in my job, like the specifics.
Which is what?
So I'll do a little bit of video editing. I work closely with this YouTube channel that has, like, over 1 million subscribers. Shout out Rideshare Hub.
Wait, what? What's it?
The Rideshare Hub?
I thought you said Rideshare Ho.
No,
I was like, send me that channel. Okay. Okay.
And
so
then there's like 2 creators that I help, like, get brand deals and do, like, ad campaigns.
Okay.
Like filming videos on the YouTube channel.
Sure, and I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Has a man ever lied to you in order to get you into bed? Whether he did or not, do you think a man's ever lied to you?
Yes.
Do you think men lie to get laid?
They can't.
Do you
sometimes.
think men will flatter women or lie to women or compliment women in an effort to perhaps get on the woman's good side to get laid?
Yes, some men have done that. Yeah.
Will men even lie about political things to get laid? For example, a guy might even be pro-life, but he'll lie to a woman and say he's pro-choice because he knows he's living in California and he wants to get laid.
Yeah,
Do you think that's happened?
I've seen that happen with my own 2 eyes. Like, yeah.
So is it possible that a man has tried to flatter you? Oh my God, Isabella, I'm just so impressed by your hustle, and you're just, you wear all these hats, and your video editing's on point, and it's just, I love your ambition. Do you think it could be flattery and not genuine?
Well, but it could be, yes, but also like with working comes making money, and my past relationships have really enjoyed when I like spoiled them, bought them gifts, which I couldn't do if I wasn't working, or if I was working.
But they would have
like,
enjoyed it just as much if you handcrafted them something.
I mean,
right?
yeah, but you know, like.
So it's
you
like
spoiled?
it's like the heart of the question. Let's say there's a really, really, really good-looking chick who works at a McDonald's. Okay, she's really good-looking. She's like a 10. Okay, such a thing exists. That's what she is. She works at a McDonald's. Next door, over at the law firm, there's a 7. Right? There's a good established guy who has plenty of his own cash, and he can choose between both. Which do you think he's going to choose?
McDonald's.
Yeah, well, I mean, okay, I do understand.
Do you want to answer the question though? Go ahead.
Okay,
It's McDonald's, right?
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying.
Now, what if it's an 8?
But yeah.
Which one?
No,
Which one?
answer. Is it McDonald's or is it the
Well,
lawyer?
that's what I was gonna say. Like, I don't know, because I
You don't know.
understand that probably like everyone's put into their own, I guess, like social
yeah,
bubble.
we're just talking on average.
Well,
they could choose.
But I don't know, because I've really been put in this other social bubble that's very different from yours, where like the people I know would probably choose the person working in the law firm over the person working at McDonald's. But I'm I know that there's tons of people who would choose the person working at McDonald's. So I couldn't give you a definitive answer if it would be one or the other.
I think it's a red flag if a guy asks you too many questions about your work.
Okay. Cool. Wait, so okay,
Why?
hold on.
Because he's looking for a come up. That's what I found in my personal experience.
Wait, so they want you to have this better, like, cooler job if they're looking for a come up is what you're
No,
saying.
like if he like just asking too many questions about work. It's a weird thing to explain. It's okay to be like, hi, hey babe, how's your day at work? Da 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 da. Like, what'd you do? Blah 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 blah. But like, if he's like, oh, you need to go get that promotion. Like, no. That's just my hot take.
I will say that as a receptionist, I think that does benefit me in a relationship, because I tend to date men who are better at complex, bigger problems, because I'm not so good at that. But because I do reception, I can book us a trip, or I can do phone call stuff if they're not as. So I'm better at the little things that can be supportive to my partner.
Yeah,
Wait.
couldn't you do all that without being a receptionist?
Touche.
Yeah.
Bringing it over to you, you said you disagreed. Do you care to engage or?
Yes, I mean, I personally, my own experience, not to discredit your experience, but I have found that men do tend to say, like, as soon as they find out, that I do like filmmaking, stuff like that, like, oh my God, that's so interesting. That makes you cool, and not to like, I'm just a messenger, but they'll be like, these other girls here, they don't care about anything, they don't have ambitions, they don't do anything, but I find it cool that you have these things. But
That's the game.
I
That's
was
the game.
getting to that. You did bring up the point of men will lie to sleep with you, and I'm like, you know what? Fair point.
What guy who you're on a date with and you tell him your job, and he's going to be like, I don't give a fuck about your job. He's going to be polite and do the
Yeah,
socially courteous thing of, oh wow, that's yeah, that's so cool. That's fucking awesome.
I like to
Good
make-
for you. I love it, girl. He's gonna gas you
really
up
of
so he
course.
can hit it.
Yeah, but I think you should be making. Well, I like to make my man feel really powerful, and like
Good for
I
you.
tend to be really, and I tend to be like, I'm pretty aggressive in my normal life.
You're
So,
aggressive.
like in college, like I used to be like president of everything, and like I always had like really high positions. So like, say if I just got promoted to like VP, like I probably won't tell him. Because he's going to be like, oh my gosh, like this girl is like out here arguing on the phone all day, whatever. I want him to
Okay.
feel like he's the boss.
Good times.
Yeah.
Cool.
But don't you think that men still, like at the end of the day, they do still want their woman to have some sort of goal in life? They don't want a woman that just wants to.
To raise our 9 sons
Of course, raising
into
your kids
fucking
too.
warrior. No,
Raising
I'll do
your
the
kids
warrior
is
part.
important,
You
but
can do it.
you don't want someone that has absolutely no personality, nothing you can talk to them about, and if they don't
She
have
need not
hobbies
have
or
But
passions.
ambition
job
or-
isn't any of those.
I mean,
a
I'm
job's
not-
not your personality. A
A
job's
job-
not your virtues. A job's not any of those things.
Well, I was also talking about outside of your job. You can have passion projects. You can, for example, like you can be a filmmaker, but that's not your job. But that's just something you do on the side. It doesn't have to be a
Yeah,
job.
you can have hobbies.
Film.
I think everyone would agree they want a partner that at least has one thing they're passionate about to kind of keep them
Her
interested.
passion
For
should
sure.
be me
No,
and our family.
yeah, men want women who are passionate and ambitious, even if that means, being a wife and a homemaker and raising your children.
I don't give a shit about ambition. Fuck.
So you don't
whoever
wanna be with
told
someone
any
who
of
has
you that men
goals?
care about ambition? They don't care about
You
women's
don't care.
ambitions.
So you want to be with somebody who doesn't have any goals in life, because
I
that's
didn't say goals. I said ambition. You don't
mean-
need to be ambitious. Like you.
ambition. I don't think you understand what ambition means.
Why don't you tell me?
Go ahead, tell them. What?
I'm not good at definitions on the fly at all. So
I
Wait,
thought
you-
I
you
didn't know
just-
what it meant. What
Wait,
the
but-
fuck?
I mean, I don't think you do, but just 'cause
Oh, I
can't
guess.
come up
Well, I
with a
know you
definition.
don't, 'Cause I know for sure you don't. You can't even tell me what it means.
Being able to describe something and write, what it means in a dictionary is not the same thing.
No,
as
but
knowing
you
what something
you
means.
said you asked him. He doesn't know what you mean by ambition, so he's asking you to define it.
Yeah. If
ambition is having goals.
I can Google it if you want. I can Google it.
That would be great. But ambition is having goals and seeking to, rise above where you're at, building skills, having a goal and trying to reach it.
Andrew, when you say men don't care about ambition, do you mean it within the context of like career achievement, academic achievement,
Yeah. Well, what
educational
I'm talking
achievement?
about is.
Because what if a woman's ambitious for a family? Like you would agree that would be she wants.
Well,
Not even then?
Again, we need to kind of narrow down what we mean here when we're talking about ambition. So, for me, when I'm thinking about ambition, I'm thinking of I want to have stellar achievement. I want to have something which I'm moving towards, which is to rise above some station or to move towards this kind of overtly worthy thing. Generally speaking, no, men don't give a shit. Like if you start out a good cook and you end up a good cook, they don't fucking care. They don't care. They don't give a shit. You don't need to become a better and better cook. They don't give a shit. They don't care. Like if you're just good enough, you're good enough. They don't give a shit. I've never seen any of them say, "Nope, you got to be." You got to
Wait,
really.
hold on. I want to give her an opportunity to respond. You seem to disagree with Andrew. Do you want to?
I think generally speaking, people seek a partner who does have goals, and goals are what give your life meaning.
Can I-
But
can
what
I come
kind
in on
of
this?
goals?
Let me
It
comment.
Go
depends,
ahead.
but it doesn't have to be
Here.
job related at all.
So I think something that
I have goals. I want to be a homesteader. I want to raise a family. Like I want to become a better cook. You brought up cooking. Like
I think
Yeah,
we
but
are.
why does a man
That's
care about
appealing.
those goals though?
because
That
he,
you want to be a homesteader.
because he would like to do so as well. for
Okay, so
example.
then, so
It's his goal.
it's his goals.
But-
Well, you
Cares
have-
about his
But
goals.
I
If you have
think the
similar goals, you
context
wanna
of the
build something together.
context of the conversation is occupational, career, educational achievement. That's
Okay.
the context. Not, and Andrew maybe has differing views on this. I don't object to a woman who is desirous or has goals to having a family.
It's not an
but I don't think that's
objection,
what's.
It's what I'm just saying about what is cared about, what
Sure.
the preference is.
But let's keep it within the context of career, success, financial, educational achievement.
And
men in those realms, men don't really care about women's ambition in that regard.
No, I think I agree on that.
Oh,
It was just unclear when you said, men don't care if women have ambitions. I just
okay.
I think
Here, let's not linger long because I want to try to wrap soon.
but quickly, but for the men, so say for example, right, you meet this girl and she's in school for something long term, but like you guys both mutually decide like y'all want to settle down and start a family. Do you think that she should forfeit her career for a potential husband and family?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What about you?
What about me?
Like, what do you
Should
the woman forfeit her career for a potential family and husband?
should she? Well, it depends what the arrangement is going to be. Do you want to have 1 kid, 2 kid, 3 kids, 4?
No, so
If her standard is going to be, well, while I'm pregnant, I don't want to be in the workforce, and then during those early years, I don't want to be in the workforce, and then I also want to have 3, 4, 5 kids, you are going to forfeit your career.
So remember the example.
And if I can give my own perspective, let's say I want to have 7 sons, and I'm a high earner, and you want to go pursue your career where at the top end of your career, you're going to be making $75,000 a year, and I'm making seven figures a year. No. I think you should take care of the kids.
So
Why do that career if I can provide?
I agree. So in the example that we were saying, like, remember the 25-year-old having kids and then the 40-year-old man, right? So say the 25-year-old is just starting her career and all of a sudden the 40-year-old wants kids. Should she just like stop? Because she's obviously very early in her career. Should she just stop what she's doing?
Yes.
But you can have a career and have children at the same time.
You can also not have a career and take care of your children at the same time. You can do both. None of these are mutually exclusive. So her should. What's optimal? What's optimal is you listen to your 40-year-old husband. If he tells you stay the fuck home and watch the kids, then you stay the fuck home and you watch the kids. It's simple.
If I could play devil's advocate for one.
You're such a misogynist,
Is this just
Andrew. You are just a misogynist, and the Whatever Podcast, being a feminist platform, does not appreciate your attitude.
She asked. She just the ask is, what things should be done if the husband wants this thing? Yes, from my worldview, you need to do what ultimately your husband tells you to do.
I am sorry. I do want to try to wrap up relatively soon, so I'm just going to try to get through some of our last talking points here.